Welcome back to part 3, everybody. My name is Mr. Llama, and this is Making Improvement Stick Bronze Silver Sunday. So, episode 6, and we had a pretty successful week last week, so thanks everybody sending in all those replays so that I could go over them for you. And continue, please sending them in to my YouTube. There's a video, youtube.com/MrLlamaSC. Of course, if you're watching this on my YouTube now, you can just check it out there, and it's how to submit a replay for making it stick. I think that's the title, and it basically just gives you, you're just going to go to drop, and then you're going to, or drop.sc, upload the replay, and then send it to me. And that's really easy. You can also post it in the comments below, anything like that, and I will get it organized from there and get you on the list here so that we can do replay analysis. So what we're going to see right here is going to be a follow of Panda Guns, and it's ZVZ. So once again, this is a lot of Zerg, and I know ZVZ is definitely a matchup that players just need to get an understanding of, and it's so hard to really understand truly. But definitely something to, okay, so we're sending this dude out here. Okay, definitely something to note is you don't have to be Zerg to send a replay in. I know I said this in part 2, I'm going to say it again in part 3. Be whoever you want to send a replay in. So scouting right here, if you're not going for a 15 hatch, I'd recommend not scouting at all. Simply because 15 hatch you usually will do a 9 pool scout. Anything other than that, you just simply don't need to scout because your build will allow you to scout with the lings that you pump out off of this. So far you've been pretty good. Get those guys on gas right there. Okay, not bad. You've been good with these drones. Should make an overlord right here. And you make another drone, okay. So usually that 15 is an overlord. Just heads up, this guy, overlord. Okay, so you can do a 16 overlord. It's not going to kill you. Right, so scouting out, and as I said before, you don't need to scout with this because the lings are what do the scouting. You're in no danger. Nothing. You wouldn't change anything if you did get to your opponent's base and scout him. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you scout in there and all of a sudden you see that he went 10 pool, you're not going to change anything that you're doing right now. You're still going to be making these lings. I mean, everything is going to be the exact same as it is. Speed. Want to be getting that speed right at 100 gas. See, you're focusing. This is a big thing. Players focus way too much on these drones, on these little scouting things, and hey, we don't have speed going still, right? Definitely something to notice. And see, you're still down here microing around this drone, trying to do all this fancy stuff, and you've completely forgotten this upgrade because you're doing all that stuff. And okay, inject, free overlord. I'll take that any day. And yeah, so also you can be spreading these overlords out for more scout, like this guy right here. That's good. I like that you're sending your lings out across now to kind of go check out what's going on, see if he's taking expansion, something like that. That's, by the way, where the overlord that you had, your scout overlord, or this guy, when whoever it was that got here, he should move straight down to this right here to scout for that expansion. And you're going to still scout for a third, actually. Okay, so you see he's got an expansion up. You take an expansion a little bit later than normal. And do you have speed going? You still don't have speed going. So goal number 1 in ZVZ, I'm going to give you Panda Guns. Get speed, right? You were perfect on that time. You got your gas, you got your pool, you were building your drones, and then you got caught up looking at the drone, running around your opponent's base. You got caught up, with whatever other things, and you forgot a very important part of your build, which is getting this speed right here. Also, make sure you're continuing to inject. You're kind of looking around a lot. And now he's going to head over here with speed, and now you're kind of in trouble. You could also be droning a little bit more, possibly. I don't know. I'm not going to say that, actually. You're actually not too bad on the drones. Double spine crawler. Okay, he has a lot of pressure. And you're going to throw down a cancel on that hatch as well. So when you see these lings pushing over, now this puts you in a rough situation. And now we're going to have to... This is probably going to be the game right here. Okay, so... Totally cool. Number 1, speed was definitely necessary right there. Number 2, your hatch went down a little late. I'll actually let it finish out right here. But if you see lings heading over to your base, here's what you do. You move your queen right here, your other queen right here, and you hold position your queens on your ramp, okay? This will make it so the lings can't get a surround on them, and they also can't run into your base, and they'll just kind of sit there and poke, and this will allow you to get some lings out there down to start attacking with, yada yada yada, and you can actually hold that a lot better. So queen move, you can actually move both of them right there. It's more important to have that than to get those injects. So you want to inject, of course, as best you can, but I'd rather have a ramp block when he's coming in with that sort of pressure. That can also give you time to get that spine crawler up if necessary. Lot of money being floated right there, right? So that means we definitely could have taken that hatch faster than we did, for sure. Let's see when we took our hatch. Okay, we'll go right here. So I'm just going to stop right here. First off, need that speed, right? Second off, we could have our hatch down already right here. And as you can see, this is when he started his hatch. He started his a tiny bit earlier, actually. So you could have already started your hatchery by now, because look at all that money that we have saved up. So that's something to think about right there. Just kind of getting things out faster, right? Where are we focused? We're kind of looking around. We're looking at our lings, yada yada yada. You're looking at the smaller things, but the big important details are what you need to start focusing on. Number one, speed. So that's goal number one. I want you to be able to perform your build out to at least 21 in ZVZ. And that's going to be like this. You're going to do a... You know what? I'm going to actually do something that I normally don't do. I am going to do a example for you to follow, so you can just kind of mirror this, and I want you to look at times, whatever it is. And let's do Blizzard Maps. No, okay, popular. Okay, MLG. Come on. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to actually give you an example. Game right here. Alright, we'll just leave them on this, because this is just, and you can do this. You can straight up make games like this and just do this. And this will be great for you. This will get your build down so well that you'll be like, what? I'm going crazy with my build. I'm kicking butt. So I'm going to give you a build to kind of follow right here. Okay. Okay, so I'm just chilling, yada yada yada. You go here. So I'm making my dudes, making my little drones for workers, and this is just something basic that I want you to follow if you're going to be doing that build. So I'm not going to even do APM spamming, anything like that. I'm going to make this very basic. This is going to be so slow that you can do this. Okay, and I make my overlord. Okay, now I can select this overlord right here and set a rally point right there. Make another drone. Okay, and you can look. Oh, there he is. That's where I want him moving right now. Okay. Notice I'm not scouting because I don't need to scout because it's not going to affect my build. And I make 2 more drones. Okay. And I can give them, and I make another drone. So this is so far very simple, right? There's not any like crazy movement, crazy things going on. Just trying to select my larva. So I'm just pressing. I just go 3, and now I'm going to take my gas. Okay, so I'm actually like a couple minerals late on that gas right there. You take that right when you hit 14. Now I'm going to build my drone. That puts me back up to 14. Check the status on that gas and get a drone over here so we can throw the pool down. Okay, so now I'm going to try and make my other drone, and you go in your gas, you go in gas, you go in gas. Okay, now I'm just going 3SD, 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 and that's going to make my drone. Okay, now I'm up to 15 supply, right? What did I say happens at 15 supply? First off, this guy is done here, so we're going to have him go check there. What did I say happens at 15 supply? We make an overlord. Okay, and I want this overlord to have a rally point right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and save my larva up. And you know what? I'm not even going to have you pool off gas, because that's something that I want you to save for later, right? So when you get a little bit higher up, that's something that I want you to save and kind of think about. But notice, I'm not doing anything right now. This isn't like you need 100 APM, okay? Zergling, Zergling, Queen, and Speed. As soon as I get the minerals. Okay? Those are 3 things. My pool spawns, and I have 3 things to do. And now I'm going to go back to droning. I make 2 sets of Zerglings, a Queen, and Speed. Now I can get these right here. It's my rally point. Okay, and now I'm going to send these to scout with. Make more drone. Cool, my lings are just running around. And I have 200 minerals. I'm going to go up here. And I'm going to throw down my hatchery. Okay, and now he's done. I can inject with him. And now I can go back to droning or whatever and then see what happens, see what I scout. So okay, this guy's right here. I don't want him to go in there because he'll die. And of course, you know, whatever happens, whatever I scout, yada yada yada. I can continue making drones if I want, or whatever, but I can make lings if I don't feel safe. You know what, if I really don't feel safe, I can probably want another queen first for that a little bit later. It's not even to the point where I would need a spine crawler. But if for some reason I felt crazy unsafe right now, I could even just throw down a spine crawler. Okay, and we're going to run away. But notice, yada yada, now I have speed. Now I have speed at 5 minutes there. That's so nice. Okay, I'm not supply blocked, right? I got an overlord right here, so that's going to keep me from being supply blocked. And I'm actually a tiny bit supply blocked, because that's a little bit later than I need it to be. Right? So I have this set, and I got, okay. Yada yada yada, and you know, at this point, okay, there's nothing really more that I care to show you with that. Beyond that 21 supply, that's kind of up to you. You know, do you scout him with an expansion? Okay, you can probably feel a little safer to drone. Does he not have an expansion? Maybe you get a spine crawler and throw a baneling nest down, right? And actually, that's something that you should have done at the point when there was 50 more gas. So when I threw down, after I got my expansion, I can throw down a baneling nest right after that when I have that 50 gas. And then I can be safe, and I can make a couple banelings at home, and then I can make some drones. So the banelings will be safe in case he goes for a big ling all in, whatever it is. And yeah, and then you can be a little bit more safe. So that's right there, that up to that 21 supply when I take my expansion and then just do a baneling nest right after. That's what I want you to do for your openings, and that's going to be very safe for you. That's going to be very good for you, and it should be able to improve your gameplay a lot. It'll allow you to have out more stuff. It'll allow you to have speed faster and expansion faster and just better gameplay overall. So that's going to be it, everybody. My name is Mr. Llama, and feel free to send me replays, leave comments about feedback. I hope you guys learned something, anything to take with you, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Gold Monday.